Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We've got a battle on Fisherman's Bay with MerryTurnipDay. He's in Lemon Clan, and it's been a while for him to be on the channel, but you'll see that he's a great player. Alright, he's in the AMX 50B, which is a tier 10 French heavy tank, but the 50B is an autoloader. It was one of the original autoloaders in the game as a heavy tank. It's similar characteristics in terms of reloading with the T57 Heavy. It's got a very punchy gun. Now, as you can see, he's got 2 marks on the barrel, so he's heading towards his 3rd mark. And just to see what sort of damage you can do with this gun. Now, clip potential is about 1500, I think. But alright, he's caught at 277 crossing here. Actually stops him and puts 2 shots in. He does take a hit, but now you can finish him off pretty close, I would think. No, not quite. So yeah, there you go, 1549. And he is spotted, but luckily that shot from the BZ misses. As a heavy tank, the armor is not so good. It's got a very sort of slopey turret, which does help bounce some shots, but otherwise it's very similar to the AMX 5100 and 5120, of course, but this is essentially a similar tank, but it's got a higher caliber gun with more DPM, more damage per shell, and a tier 10, of course, excellent penetration, but unfortunately a couple of shots there didn't quite land. And just looking for another shot to go in, which he does, so it brings him up to just under 2k, and we're 2 minutes into the game, so getting about 1000k damage per minute in a game is pretty good if you can keep it up. Now, of course, some tanks have got 2000 damage per minute, some have got 3000 damage per minute plus, but can you sustain that? That's always the question. So anyway, we know he's a good player, but he's got the BZ 58 out in the open, or 68 I should say. That BZ 68 has been worked down in terms of hit points to very minimal, and he is right out in the open there, so I don't think he will last long. Artie will probably finish him off. But MerryTurnipDay on the reload here, so I don't think he wants to waste a shell on so few hit points. But just looking around the corner here, see if you can pick up anyone else coming around the side. It's not uncommon. But the 705 there, spotted, and of course the 277 is still in its original position. You can probably finish him off here. So yeah, the BZ 7068 does get finished off, but now that 705 not coming out. He's a bit further back. Oh no, possibly here he comes. So yep, puts a shot in. Tries to go for the tracking shot here, and he's spotted. But he's not getting shots back in return. Although Artie takes an interest in him, and that full clip went into the 705, and he's back on the reload. But just under 4k of damage now, and there you go. 4 minutes of the game gone. So continuing to work this sector of the map. This is the heavy tank battleground fundamentally, but now coming down to the main corridor, really spot any other tanks coming. 705 seems to have retreated. There's a WZ114, so I forgot to mention there are tier 9 tanks in the game, of course, that 705 and the WZ114. So she shouldn't have any problem penetrating them. Now he's got some company here, Mouse, and we've got a contender. Oh, here comes Artie again. Or luckily that just hits his tracks and doesn't take any more damage. Artie's just been ferocious in the last few games that we've had on the channel. And he's got a bit of cover here with the Mouse and the dead tank that the Mouse is pushing to protect his lower front plate. That WZ is sort of hiding a bit around the corner. He's just looking for an angle. Is he going to coax him out? Doesn't look like it. The mouse will just keep pushing on him. The contender going in the corner here, so he might follow that line. And he's just checking behind him to make sure he's not being spotted from the field, which is always possible. Just checking the corner here. It's the 705 is right at the back. G-saw and the 114, and he'll probably catch the side of the 114, which he does. He keeps driving. Puts in another shot and get another shot here, and in fact he gets the kill, so brings up 5k of damage.
I'm in your jet.
And he's keeping his damage rate up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, now we've got the Type 71 pushing around the corner, full health, but Merry is on the reload. Now it's going to pretend here, what you can do with auto-loaders is pretend that you do have rounds in your barrel, and now he actually has them. He tracks the Type 71, bounces the incoming shot, so we'll bounce a few, fires at him, and he'll get another shot here through the gap, which he does, and he gets the kill. So excellent shooting there. 7k of damage. This is just becoming a feast for Merry, and in fact the team
Moving to support your position.
is still fairly, not, I wouldn't say in the hole at all, but things are pretty balanced. But he's just going to look around the corner here and poke just to see if he gets spotted, which so far he's not. But oh, there's 705. Puts a shot, but not getting any damage. But in fact he gets the kill luckily, and there's a Gorilla 15. He's going to have to duck out of the way, which he does. So he didn't get full value out of those shells. That 705 was pretty much hull down and did bounce a few. But luckily he got the kill shot in the end. And a TD takes out the contender. 15's been spotted again, and he'll probably come back into loading time. No, he's behind a building here. So he's going to have to come around the back of that. Oh, he's spotted now. Not spotted by the Gorilla. Oh, that's a FB215B 183. And he doesn't want to be shot at by him. He'll be one shot for sure. He's 1150 hit points will just disappear in one go. But now he's got the G-saw tank, and he's just got a very small target aiming at the turret there. It's brought him to 8.5k. Still 7.5k of enemy left. How much of that can he get? Now he's changing the angles here. He knows the 215B 183 is not that far away. There's two G-saw tanks down there. I didn't notice that. But he'll have the potential for wasting his hit points fairly quickly. So I think he's going to head up to the middle and see if he can get some shots down. Do a bit of sniping. Now the Gorilla 15 gets taken out, as does the 261 by counter battery. Don't see that often, but always nice to see when one arty can take out another. So taking quite a wide line here, just to make sure he doesn't get spotted. So the 268 is down the back somewhere. Hasn't been spotted yet, I don't think. Oh, now it's been spotted by something. This is the 268. It's come right up to the middle here. Takes a big chunk of health from Merry. There's the Udez as well. And he gets a chance to put a shot in there, and he gets taken out by the DBV. And now his team making a bit of inroads here. Oh, 421. Leaves him on 49 hit points. He still wants to get as many hit points of damage out of this as he can. He's got to manage his position fairly carefully now. 268 is in the centre, but he hasn't been spotted for a minute. Still 5 minutes of the game to go. Still 5k of damage on offer from the enemy team. Oh, there's the 268. Now Merry's got full clip here. He'll come out from the side and he gets the kill shot. So a bit of revenge there. Not a lot of damage out of it, but that brings up 9k. So this is turning into an excellent game. Well, it was an excellent game at 8k. It's an even better game now. They lose their T10 to the enemy arty. Falafalump, great name there. But there's 2 G-Saws and the FV. Plus the arty are left, and look, so the enemy team now getting surrounded. His team are pushing in. He's got to get his 4 shots here. He could get 10k. Can get, this is a possible 10k game. He's just got to get under the targets before his teammates kill them. But there's a few hit points there. See some hit points been taken out of his team there. But they haven't been doing any spotting, so where are the enemy? Just want to launch across the field here. When they take out the arty, that's no big deal. There's still 2 G-Saws and the FE. It's getting a bit of grief here. I don't think that's intentional. Just everyone's just jockeying for position to line them up. And he's aiming basically where they were on the minimap, so good chance they're still in relatively similar position. But if he launches across the open field, he'll get spotted and he'll get wasted. His 49 hit points aren't going to last. But it's just changing position here, maybe. Maybe convince the G-Sword with him to go somewhere else. No, yeah. Let's see what they can do. Oh, here we go. There's the FE215B. Can you get an angle on him? Yes, he can. Gets 1 shot in, 2 shots, 1 more to get his 10k. He gets the kill, and that's 10k. And it's just the 2 G-Saws left. Oh, and they're all up here in the middle. Look at that. Can he get 1 more shot in without dying? Yes, he does. So 10.5. He's on reload. I don't think that G-Saw's going to last here. We'll get pushed on. Now he's gone. That's the end of the game. Well, great result there for Merry. Over 10k of damage, 49 hit points remaining. Well, as we saw, 10.5k of damage, 5 kills, but what we weren't paying attention to was the amount of assisted damage there, which he got 4.2k, so nearly 15k combined, which is a great result there. High Caliber reward, not surprisingly, Tank Sniper award, and the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Let's have a look at the team score. Alright, he's finished well on top there. 1631 base is excellent at tier 10, and of course the 10.5k is going to help well on his way to 3 marking that tank. And surprisingly, the next best tank there was the T10, who got knocked out close to the end. Must have picked up a bit of assistant damage there, but half the base experience of Merry, and only 1 other tank getting over 3k, which is the DBV 152. But sometimes you need that in your games. If you're trying to get the best result, you need your teammates to be not quite so special. Now on the enemy side, one of the UDES coming on top, but with just under 2k, and the other one doing 3k, really the outstanding ones there. And only a couple of tanks doing over 2k, which is surprising given how balanced the game appeared for most of the time. But interestingly, yeah, I guess balanced by the lesser lights on MerryTurnipDay's team as well. Let's have a look at the detail costs. 35 shots fired, not too bad. It was nearly a 12-minute game in the end. But plenty of output from the tank. 31 of those hit and 27 penetrations. 168,000 spent on ammunition. Wasn't running any personal reserves, but only lost 69,000. So great game. Anyway, and also we should note, best game for him in that tank. So well done, Merry. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Would appreciate your comments as well. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.